everyone. Welcome back to another session of History Standard 8. Let us continue chapter number 7, Non-Cooperation Movement. According to Mahatma Gandhi, if the Indians adopted complete non-cooperation, then the British government will completely collapse. As the British government in India was dependent only on the cooperation of the Indians. So it was necessary to evoke the people of India to take part in this non-cooperation movement. The Indian National Congress was held in 1920 at Nagpur, and the resolution of non-cooperation movement was passed by Chittaranjan Das, and the responsibility of this movement was given in the hands of Mahatma Gandhi. According to this resolution, a program was framed to boycott government offices, courts, foreign goods, government schools and colleges. Lawyers like Motilal Nehru, Chittaranjan Das boycotted the court by giving up their practice. School-going students boycotted the government schools and colleges, and the scheme of national education was started. Many national schools, colleges and universities were established. People started boycotting foreign goods, due to which the import of foreign clothes decreased. In 1921, when Prince of Wales visited India, he observed the Hartal organized by the people, lonely roads and closed shops. The movement spread from the planters in the Assam to rail workers in the Bengal. To stop this movement, British government undertook the suppressive measures. In February 1922, the police opened fire on a peaceful procession at Chaurai Chaura in Gorakhpur district of Uttar Pradesh. Angrily, people set fire to the police station, in which along with one officer, 22 policemen were killed. This incident hurted Mahatma Gandhi, because Mahatma Gandhi always followed the path of satyagraha and non-violence. On 12th February 1922, Mahatma Gandhi suspended the non-cooperation movement. Mahatma Gandhi was arrested in March 1922 for writing 3 anti-national articles in Young India. He was sentenced for 6 years of imprisonment. Later, on grounds of ill health, Mahatma Gandhi was released from the jail. Mahatma Gandhi continued with the non-cooperation movement and also included spread of Swadeshi, Hindu-Muslim unity, prohibition of alcohol, removal of untouchability, popularized use of khadi, national education, etc. Due to these constructive programs, the national movement became more comprehensive in rural areas. People of rural areas also started supporting non-cooperation movement by boycotting foreign goods and using Indian goods. The members of Indian National Congress such as Chittaranjan Das, Motilal Nehru put up the idea of contesting elections and obstructing the work of British government. In 1922, the Swaraj Party was established. In 1923, many members of Swaraj Party were elected in the Central Legislative Assembly and Provincial Legislative Council, mainly including Motilal Nehru, Madan Mohan Malviya, Lala Lajpat Rai and N.C. Kelkar. They severely opposed the unjust policies of British. They demanded that responsible government should be given to India in future. They made a resolution to be passed in Legislative Assembly for the release of political leaders from the prison, to call for the Roundtable Conference, but the British government rejected most of the resolutions. The Montagu-Chelmsford Act, which was passed in 1919, was not accepted by the Indian citizens. There was discontent among the Indian people. On this background, the British appointed a commission under the chairmanship of Sir John Simon. In this commission, none of the Indian member was included. Hence, the Congress decided to boycott the commission. In 1928, when this commission arrived in India, people boycotted the commission by shouting the slogans like Simon Go Back. Lala Lajpat Rai was leading the demonstration at Lahore against the Simon Commission. The police lathi charged the demonstrators. Saunders, a police officer, attacked Lalaji with a lathi. After the attack in the protest meeting, Lalaji said, "Every blow on my body will prove a nail in the coffin of the British Empire." Within few days of attack, Lalaji died. Nehru Report. Birkenhead, Secretary of State of India, criticized that the Indian leaders cannot draft constitution by their own self. This challenge was accepted and an all-party committee was formed. Pandit Motilal Nehru was the chairman of this committee. To establish self-government in colonies of India, implement adult franchise system, linguistic divisions of provisions, such proposals were put up in this report. This report was known as Nehru Report. By the end of 1929, an indication was given that if the Nehru Report is not accepted by the British government, then civil disobedience movement will be started. On this background, in December 1929, the Lahore session presided by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru became memorable in history. As Purna Swaraj, complete independence was demanded by the leaders of Indian National Congress. Young leaders like Pandit Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose were demanding complete independence, that is Purna Swaraj. Due to the influence of this young group in Lahore session of Indian National Congress, resolution of attainment of complete independence was passed. And from here onwards, the objective of national movement was complete independence of India. On 31st December 1929, Pandit Nehru hosted the tricolor flag and a resolution was passed in which 26 January was declared to be celebrated as Independence Day. On 26 January 1930, people all over the country took pledge for carrying out the freedom movement with non-violent means for attainment of freedom of India. Everywhere in the country, the atmosphere was charged with the new spirit. Students, on 31st December 1929, a resolution was passed that 26th January will be declared as Independence Day. After independence, 15th August is celebrated as Independence Day. But before independence, from 1930 onwards till 1947, 26th January was celebrated as Independence Day.